You know what it
There we are.
is?
It's
You know what it
Friday. We don't
is?
give a damn.
Hey, Fiesta edition, baby. Fiesta
Yes, sir.
Friday. Fiesta
Yes, sir.
Fridays. Cat powered by PF Chang's. We're
Hell
gonna see the
yeah.
regular Nestles. We're gonna see the regular Nestles in the chat here
Oh,
soon.
we're gonna get some new Nestios in here too because yeah, we had something happen yesterday. You know,
Yeah.
Mike, Jeff went and got like a 10-second clip or whatever of Mike talking about the jackals, and then put it
Yeah.
out there, and that went crazy, dude.
Oh, I saw
The
that.
video was out there,
I saw that. I saw that, and we can discuss that.
but that's funny though
Um,
because it wasn't the full excerpt. Like
I
we
know, I
talked
know,
about the jackals, and everybody thinks,
I
oh,
know,
we're crapping on them or we hate
I
them.
know,
That
I
wasn't the
know,
case.
I know. Stephanie's in the chat already. Good to see you.
What's
Greg
up, Steph?
is in the chat. Charlie, is that Charlie Hernandez? Is that what that says? I can't read the
Greg
full name.
Castamuela,
Yep, Greg Questanella from Austin.
Charlie
Albert Lopez in
Hernandez.
the chat. hmm
What's up, Albert?
Good to see
Charlie,
you
Albert.
guys, man. Good to see you guys in the chat powered by PF Chang's La Cantera.
Yeah,
It's just us two today, Joe.
just us two today,
Just
man.
us two today. Hey, big boxing card to tomorrow, man. Big fight card tomorrow out of Saudi Arabia.
Look at Steph saying, "Oh my God, Joe! I hope you were in the best uncle ever. You better have waited in line at Dutch Brothers for that bumper sticker." Nah, they ran out when we got
Oh
there.
yeah. Oh no, she told me about that, bro, and I forgot to text you because she texted me the day of, and she said she was in line for the stickers. She was
Yeah,
in
they ran
line.
out when we got there. They had
Yeah,
to sign out. We were
yeah,
we were out of bumper stickers. I was like, what?
yep,
But I
yeah,
took my niece yesterday because she wasn't going to school today. So
yeah.
she little girl texts me, "Hey, Uncle, pick me up on Thursday so we could get Dutch Bros."
Area 210, where the dreams don't fade. From the river walk nights to the Alamo shade. We rise together through the highs and the lows. Area 210, oh, it's the life that we chose.
There we go.
What's up? What's up, San Anto, and wherever you're watching from? Again, you don't see Mike's face today. He's busy doing his thing. Your boy Fernandez is in the house rocking that Friday Fiesta gear. You know what I'm saying? I had to
Yes,
take the
sir.
tags off this stuff, man, to rock it for today's show, baby. Friday Fiesta, Spurs win. We're always in a good mood. Mike's not here. We're always in a good mood. We got a lot to get into today. Like I said, most of our listeners come from the greater San Antonio area, but it doesn't stop there. Again, I'm out here in somewhat sunny San Diego. It's a little rainy this
Yeah.
morning, but we got folks from Houston, like my girl Myra, who's in the chat. That chick Myra, and we got folks from the Netherlands, like our guy Gert. We got Greg out
Yeah.
in Austin. Wherever you watch us from, man, we appreciate you, man. We have people from the up in the Seattle
All
area,
over the
like
world. We got people from
yep.
Australia,
Our
Philippines,
guy,
everywhere, man.
our guy Jason Garcia is up in the Northwest. So I think it's amazing how this show you know branches out to so many folks, and we're a small show, man. We're a small
Yeah.
show. That's it, man. We local, we homegrown. We ain't no big time show. Bless our sponsors, PF Chang's La Cantera, and a host of others that have helped us along the way. But man, that chick Myra. Uh, we're blessed, man. We're blessed. But hey, Joe, it's Friday, Joe.
I
It's
know. And you know
Friday,
what?
and you know what it
It's
is?
Friday, and I'm broke. My check better not be short.
You know what? That
Hey,
check better not be short, bro.
let me tell you something, bro. After that 40-day government shutdown,
Uh-huh.
two missed pay periods, that check is definitely not short. I got all that back pay. I
Yes,
got all
sir.
that back pay, and today's a normal pay period, right? So today's the normal payday, and then two pay periods of all that back pay. Hey, check ain't short no more, baby.
Got a fat check today, man. Fat
Hey,
check.
daddy check ain't short no more.
You know what, Myra? You should change your Twitter handle to that chick Myra.
Yeah, yeah,
Change
yeah.
it to that chick Myra.
Hey. Good morning, Alex Noriega. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, man, that chick Myra, that Myra chick. But yeah,
I
man.
already
Good
saw the
morning,
burners
everybody in the
coming
chat.
out, but we'll talk about that privately. But I saw the
Burners are coming
burners.
out. Yeah,
I
yeah. You know
saw them.
what?
I saw them.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Burners are coming out. I'm not going to address it too much because I ain't trying to give
Yeah,
some
I saw
clown
it. I saw it.
a bunch of clout. But yep, burners are coming out. Uh, talking to Myra, talking trash to me, and talking about exes and different things. And it's funny. It's comical. Listen, if you got something, like I always say, man, if you got something to say, put your big boy, big girl pants on. Come from your normal account. Come from your normal phone. You don't got to make a burner account. Zero followers, zero following. But it's all good. It's all good, baby.
Look at
But that's
Myra. She said she's gonna change your Twitter handle.
the
That
yeah,
chick
man.
Myra.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Hmm.
like that though. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah. No, real talk, bro. Real talk, man. But yeah,
Hey,
man,
but you,
got a lot to get into today.
yeah,
Big boxing weekend coming up tomorrow and out of Saudi Arabia. Huge fight card. One of our own, San Antonio's Bam, Jesse Bam Rodriguez will be out there doing his thing. I'm excited to see that fight card. We'll get into it a little bit later, but you got to plan your day accordingly. It's in Saudi Arabia, so those fights are early. Those fights
yeah.
are early. They're not normal Saturday night fight nights. They're going to be on really early, not really early, but they're going to be on early in the afternoon.
You
So,
might have some breakfast.
yeah.
You know,
Lunch. Yeah.
yeah.
Some of the main fights are going to be on about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, depending on what time zone you're in. But yeah,
It's
man,
time for some brunch and mimosas, man.
brunch and mimosas. Yeah. You can never go wrong with brunch and mimosas. And big Spurs win yesterday against the Hawks. We'll get into that. I saw that Mike went viral about his comments on the Jackals. We can get into that conversation a little bit later. Again, our chat is powered by PF Chang's La Cantera. Joe, how are your nieces? How's your family? What's going on?
Oh, nieces are fine. My little niece texted me on Wednesday because she said she wasn't going to be at school on Friday because they're going
Hmm.
out of town. So she's
Hmm.
like, "Uncle, come pick me up on Thursday so we can go get Dutch Bros." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All
Dutch
right, let's."
Brothers.
Yeah, but she goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah, Dutch Brothers, Dutch
Yeah.
Bros."
Yeah.
Trying to say it right, like Myra says, you better come correct. So
Yeah.
I
Hey,
said,
no, dude. I'm telling you, dude, the inside joke is Myra and I keep calling it Dutch Brothers now. Myra and I always call it Dutch Brothers. So it's funny, man. What's up, Texas Latina? Good to see you in the chat.
I picked her up yesterday, right? And we went to Dutch Bros because she wanted it. She wants Dutch Bros. She wants to get something to eat from over there too. I said, "Hey, they got food now." I said, "You want to go? You want me to get you some?" She's like, "Yeah." We tried that sausage, egg, and cheese little biscuit or whatever. Man, those things are tiny, bro. Two for
Really?
six.
You know what? I haven't had food from Dutch Bros. I've only
Yeah,
had the
was
coffee.
first time,
Mhm.
that we had the food
Yeah.
there, because they just
Yeah.
was a new thing, right? They just rolled it out. So
Oh, I see.
she's
I
like,
see.
"Oh, I
Yeah.
want to try it. I want to try it." All right, so we went and got her that, and then we go and get our drinks. I had like an electric blueberry something. I don't know. She's the one
Uh-huh.
that orders for me. She knows what I
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
She remembers the order, and she got like some rainbow double lemonade or whatever.
Hmm.
So she's like almost late to school. She's like, "No, I'm gonna get my Dutch Bros before I go to school." It's like, all right, all right.
she
So
she
she had
was
a good
yeah.
day. She had a good day. She was just
She,
talking to me. Shout out to
she,
her, and shout out to my oldest. My oldest, it's his birthday today, you know.
okay.
So shout out to my oldest son, Matt.
How
He's
how how do you
28, bro. I can't believe it.
28?
28,
Oh
bro.
man, bro.
Damn.
Bro, we getting old, bro. We getting old, man.
Getting
We
old,
getting
man. So I was
old,
like,
bro.
damn. I took him in the
Yeah.
morning though. I woke up and he was there. I said happy birthday to him and everything. I'm like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
you want me to get you some tacos?" He's like, "Yeah, let's go get some tacos." So
That's
went
good,
and got him
man.
some
That's good.
tacos, man. So we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer is saying good morning to Joe. Good to
Hey,
see
good
you in the
morning.
chat.
Good morning, Jen.
Yeah.
Nice to see you. And Alex. We got Jen and Alex in the chat.
Yeah, yep. Jason Garcia's in the chat. All the locals in the chat. Um, yeah, man. Big win last night for the Spurs. Um, it's always a good thing when the Spurs win and Atlanta loses. Keeping side eye on that pick. So it was a good thing. No Wemby, no Castle. A lot of folks missing. A lot of people stepped up. You got David Jones Garcia. Stepping up. I'm telling you, man, David. David Jones I'd rather have David Jones Garcia. We need more David Jones Garcias in the world than Gina Jones Ortiz's in the world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Let's get into the Jackal talk. I want to get into the Jackal talk because I saw the video that was posted of Mike. Um, I'm under or I understand that it wasn't the full video posted. which is a whole nother topic. Susie's in the chat. Good to see you. Spurs in the house. Hell yeah. But yeah, Joe, you tell me. What went down?
So, hey, what's up, little Susie? Uh, Matt, Mike yesterday, he were talking. I don't know how we got talking about. We're talking about the Spurs Jackals, and we're
Hmm.
like, there's supporters groups or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool, and all that, but. And I was like, I don't really like the name Jackals. I was like, I wish they would have kept it like more Sananto. Like maybe they
Hmm.
would have come up with like chupacabras or something, But
Hmm.
I get what they were trying to do. A jackal is basically a coyote, but from somewhere else.
Hmm.
So I
Hmm.
understand the similarities
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
names or whatever. So it's like it is what it is. And we're talking about it, and we're talking
Yeah.
about, hey, it would have been cool. They would have put them with the gente too, like over in the fan zone and all that, where all the
Hmm.
the people sit, the gente, the
Yeah.
real Spurs fans. Because over
Hmm.
there, at the bottom, in the lower bowl, they don't get as crazy as they do in the upper bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they put them down there, probably to go ahead and have them visible, and also to make some
Hmm.
noise and all that, which you can hear on the
Yeah.
TV.
Hmm.
But Mike was saying that you can hear them on the TV too, because nobody does the chants, because they don't know the
Hmm.
songs. The people don't know the songs or whatever, the fans. And he goes, nobody wants to sing ole, 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 ole,
Hmm.
this and
Hmm.
that. And then that
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
Garcia went and got that little clip
Hmm.
there and put it
Yeah.
out there. And now everybody's like, oh, Mike hates the Spurs Jackals and this and that. It's like,
Hmm.
no, it's like, and people pile on that, right? It went viral. It
Of
went all over
course.
the place. All
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
other Spurs outlets got a hold of it or whatever. And they're like, oh, they
Hmm.
hate the Jackals. And I'm like, that's not what we said. We didn't say
Hmm.
we hate them,
Yeah.
but it's just because it's all in context, right? So if
Hmm.
you take a conversation and you only take like 3 or 4 seconds out of it, and then you put it on there, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be taken out of context. Same thing here.
Yeah. Right. 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 What's up, Susie? Yeah. A lot to unpack here. First and foremost, I love the Jackals. Okay, I love the Jackals. I love their energy. I love what they bring. I like it all. I like the concept. I like how it was laid out with when Wemby's, not that it's and people, not that it's some brand new idea that no one else has ever thought of. Like nobody said that. But it was just Wemby's thinking of hey bring a European style, because this is like a soccer thing, right? Like
Yeah,
and I'm gonna get into soccer because I think there's a tie there. I see Jason Garcia is not a loss for words of his disdain with the Jackals, and I think everybody SAFC involved usually has a problem with the Jackals, but I'll get into that in a little bit, or at least my thoughts. So the way it happened, Wemby kind of had this idea saying, "Hey, let's do this." They had like American Idol style open auditions, which I thought was cool. Like people literally got to get in front of Wemby and do their thing, act crazy, dress up, do their thing, whatever. Um,
yeah,
and they you know. Jason's saying it's unorganized and a clown show, and I disagree because they have captains and you know um they have some type of leadership hierarchy. They put out the chants on Twitter, and try to get people to learn them and whatever the case may be.
yeah,
It's a few games into a very early concept, so everyone's piling on all how wrong everything is. Which
yeah,
everything that starts off is gonna have bumps and all that, but you know like it. I think bringing energy to the arena is a good thing. Like it's bringing energy and fan involvement to a Spurs game. I don't see how that's a bad thing. Yeah, there's a lot of little tweaks. Could they be here? Could they be there? Can things change? Can it be different? Sure. It's like starting a company. Like they are. What are we 11-4? Right? The Spurs are 11 and
yeah,
4.
yeah,
So we're 15 games into this thing. So basically, it's like starting a company in your first 15 days. People are like, why aren't you have everything figured out? Why aren't you making money yet? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, you know what I mean? So if you don't like the Jackals, you're just not gonna like anything they do. Like regardless.
yeah,
It's just like if you don't like Fernandez, right? no matter what I do, if I could save a baby from a burning building, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't like how he did that." You know what I
You
mean?
saved the baby for
Yeah,
likes.
he said exactly. He saved a baby just so he could get clicks on Twitter. You know,
Uh,
so at the end of the day, no matter what somebody does, you're not gonna like it. So those people who are in the chat right now, which and that's fine, man. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Teach
Like
their own. Yeah.
I'm not here to change anybody's opinion. But if you already are like f the Jackals and f everything they do and f this and f that, you're never gonna get out of that mindset, and you're gonna stay that way, and that's fine. And that's fine. So it's not for you. So if it's not for you, then just don't participate in it or don't be part of it or don't worry about it. Like that's what I also say. Like I don't, like if I see something that if people are having a good time with, like um I don't know, man. I'm not into like Star Wars, for instance, right? That's not my
Yeah.
thing, right? I'm not into Star Wars, but people love Star Wars, right? And Joe, you love Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Of
so
course.
okay, so I'll use that as an example. I'm not a Star Wars guy. I probably couldn't tell you if I've watched any of them fully and all that kind of stuff, right? But if you and whoever you hang out with are really into it and you're having fun with it, I'm not gonna just sit here and shit all over it because it's not my thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, that Star Wars thing is so dumb, it's so nerdy, it's crap, it's this, it's that," just because it's not my thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
enjoy your thing and have fun with it because it makes you happy, and I'm happy that you're happy, even though it's not my thing. You see what I'm saying? So
No.
that's my analogy when it comes to this. Like if it's not your thing and it's not your cup of tea and you don't care for the Jackals, fine, then don't worry about it or don't be involved in it or don't I just don't understand like the like hatred for these people. Like they're just trying to have fun, they're just trying to do their thing. um so that's that for me. I like it. I hear them on TV, man. Like you could hear it
Yeah.
palpable. It's palpable, the noise that the Jackals are making, the chants. You could hear it on TV. um uh the energy in the crowd is bumping. um I've talked to, Jacob Toby about this, and he even said, and one of the preseason games, I had him, a milkshake with Jacob Toby, which somebody said was gay, by the way, which is funny to me. So somebody got on my Twitter and
I
said,
saw that.
yeah, someone got, I don't know, man, the haters have been coming out lately. Somebody got on my Twitter and said, you having a milkshake with Jacob Toby is gay, which that I didn't know having a milkshake is homosexual, but that's strange to me. But anyway, so having a milkshake with Jake, the guy can't drink, right? He's getting ready to work. So
Yeah. He's
the
at
I
work.
can't
He's
be,
at
yeah,
work.
yeah, he's at work. Like, trust me. Listen, I'm not not like a big milkshake guy. Like, I'd rather have a beer with Jacob Toby, but he has to work. So we meet in the middle and have a milkshake. Well, we started this last year where we got to meet each other and hang out, and he's an amazing guy, by the way, amazing guy. So yeah, exactly. Jay Chenesby says only if you share the straw. Exactly. If we put one milkshake in the middle and had two straws between Jacob, Toby, and I, we can have a
Oh,
discussion. Then we can have a discussion. But no, and I told him, I said, hey, I thought the Jackals, and he even said, he goes, man, the Jackals are bringing a lot of energy, and it's felt within the the organization and stuff like that. So you know I just, it's just like anything else. People are going to have their critics of it. And I think a lot of the SAFC supporters some of them are in our chat. And I love those guys, man. Like, I've been to SAFC games, man. The bunker was the vibe, man. Like, the bunker was so fun, and the supporters are doing their thing, and they're having a good time, and it's a vibe. But like, just because like the Jackals are doing their thing, like that doesn't have to take away from like you and what you do for the SAFC. I don't see how they're intertwined. Like other than you allowing it to happen. Um,
we got a
so
super chat incoming from Matt Lerma here.
Money talk. Here comes the money.
So Matt saying, thank you, by the way, for the $2 super chat, Matt. We appreciate it. He says, Jackals are the vibe, the chants. He goes, will catch on. And it's
yeah,
their first year. I get that, Same thing probably
yeah,
happened with, SAFC in the beginning when they had
yeah.
their supporters groups.
Sure,
Takes a little bit of time to get organized, get
exactly.
everything going,
Of
So
course.
I
Like,
understand the both
yeah,
sides, So you have the
yeah.
SAFC faithful who have been over there at the games, since before it was SAFC. It was what, the Scorpions at the time,
Scorpions. Yeah,
and then they
yeah,
changed over.
yeah.
But even in that transition period and all that, the supporters groups over at the soccer Toyota Stadium, or Toyota Field,
Hmm.
should I say, have always been there. It's just things have started changing a little bit. So I see where they're coming from because you already had a supporters group in the SAFC. Like if they wanted that over at the Frost Center, like for the Spurs, they already had them. They could have just asked the guys, "Hey, do
Well,
you
but
all
it's
mind
not.
coming
It's
over
not.
too?" But
Yeah,
I
but it's not the
understand. I
same though. It's
understand
not. It's
how it
not.
works
Yeah, I don't.
though.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
Wemby wanted to go ahead and handpick
yeah.
the people, so it's like,
Hmm.
okay, they wanted it to make it be like Wemby's
Yeah,
baby. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna handpick the people I
yeah,
want in this supporters group and all that. I get that. That's his thing. It was cool of him to come out and interact with the people that were auditioning because they didn't know he was gonna be there.
exactly,
They didn't know.
exactly.
It was a
Yeah,
big surprise.
yeah,
And he was sitting
yeah.
down like on that
He
little
was sitting in the
throne or
little
whatever.
throne. Yeah, 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 yeah,
It was
yeah,
cool, because I think it brought some excitement to you. If you're gonna try
yeah,
out, you're thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna try out for all these other,
yeah.
Spurs PR people or the people that are in charge of this group or whatever." And then you see Wemby and Metal come out, and then they get
Hmm.
all excited, and he interacted with them and all that. I get
Yeah,
that. So all these people that are out there supporting, I mean, they're out there, they're doing their thing, and I agree that they do bring like some excitement to that lower bowl because if not, it wouldn't be as exciting. But I also
yeah,
understand too, like it would be cool for them to like. Now, I'm not saying for them to move around, but like if they have some jackals, over here where that section is 114, but also if they put some over there in the fan zone, where the gente are at,
yeah,
to bring
yeah,
some excitement up there. That way, everybody can kind of enjoy it. Maybe that's something
yeah.
they'll do next season or whatever. Something they'll think about.
Well, I think. Well, here's the thing, and I think maybe people are. And we have somebody who says they're a captain of the Jackals in the chat, which I
Yeah,
love that Grandmaster. I can't see the full name, but he and actually they just provided a 499 super chat, so I appreciate you. But my guy, who's the captain of the Jackals, probably can attest to this more than I can. But I think people are confused of what there's. I mean, I think the point of them is to like rattle the other team. You know what I mean? And to
yeah,
so that's why they should be where they're at. And kind of like, it's like I'm telling you, man. Again, I live in Cali, right? Clippers have something similar. They have a wall. They call it like a wall where nothing you buy tickets, but you have to have a certain code that you can only get through the Clippers organization or whatever. So
yeah,
basically they just want a wall behind one of the courts where there's no away fans. Like they do not want, like, literally, if you find a way to buy a ticket and get into that wall and you wear like an away jersey, the security will come and remove you. Like literally, like that whole area is just for um Clippers fans because they want a wall, a sea of just Clippers fans and no away fans, which I think is pretty cool. And I've seen that wall and it's pretty badass. I know other cities and other stadiums do stuff like this. And so it's new. So again, I don't know. I mean, they're not like the hype squad. Like, see, I think to me, like the hype squad, and they're wearing the big old player heads. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the
yeah,
people to me that are like going around the arena and talking to people and having fun and throwing shirts and having a good time. Like, I don't. The Jackals aren't that. Like, they're not supposed to be that. Like, what in my opinion, and again, Grandmaster can correct me, is they're supposed to be just, all, at their section, crazy, loud, chanting,
yeah.
disrupting the team, the disrupting the opposite team, and all that, and then just kind of like bringing energy to the arena, which is what they're doing. Like, you can not like them, or you can hate them, or you can nitpick every little thing if you want, but they are bringing a different energy to that arena. Anybody who's been in there has said that the Jackals do bring a different energy to the arena. I can hear it from my TV. Like, I saw them in a preseason game, and it was
Yeah.
crazy. It was crazy and awesome. I've heard them on my TV loud and clear. So it's there's more good than bad, and I know there's always going to be some negativity, and it's in the chat, and a lot of it is from the SAFC thing. And I think, and I talked about this in the past where maybe SAFC folks feel slighted that
Yeah,
they
they
weren't
do, man.
involved or included or whatever. I don't know, man. To me, if you're an SAFC supporter group person or whatever, then focus on being that. I don't know. And maybe I'm talking out of term or whatever, but if I'm an SAFC supporter, then that's what I am. Like I'm not worried about the Spurs. I'm not worried about the Longhorns or the Texans or the Rockets. Like if I'm an SAFC supporter and that's what I do and that's what I live and breathe, well then
Yeah.
live and breathe that. Like live and breathe what you do. Just like I'm a Marine, right? I'm a Marine. Do I care what the Army's doing, what the Navy's doing, what the Air Force? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know what they're doing, but like, I'm not worried about what they're doing.
You
I'm
know what
worried
your
about what
best
I'm
analogy
doing.
was one time when you said this, Rick? You're a Cowboys fan. Why the hell do
Yeah.
you care what to watch the other games, right? The other
Yeah.
NFL games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Exactly.
do you
Yeah.
care? Right?
Right. If I'm a like I'm a Cowboys fan, right? I am not gonna sit there and watch a Saints game or a Texans game just so I can say, haha, look, they lost. Like I'm not. And that's just me, man. I don't know. I'm just telling you, bro. This is how I operate, man. I watch
Yeah.
what I want to watch, my teams, and I support my teams. And I could give a fuck less about whatever else is going
What
on.
else is happening?
So
We do
so
have a
I'm just
super
saying,
chat I'd
bro.
like to address here.
Yeah.
So this is coming in from Grandmaster Choda. He says, from
Yeah, this is the
Grandmaster
guy.
Choda, thank you for the super chat, by the way. We greatly appreciate it. And he says, as a captain of the Jackals, we're going to go ole until the cows come home. And reply to Mike's take of dependent on season ticket holders, he says, is wrong. Jackals are here to stay.
Yeah, it's not again, man. Everything, and I say this all the time, and I don't like to talk politics, man. But there's a reason why this country is so easily divided, because everybody thinks that it has to be like this us versus them mentality, or it's this or that. Like you have to like Tupac, so that means you don't like Biggie. You know what I mean? Like you have to, like red, so you don't like blue. Every this country, it's so it's so easy to divide people. So it's like just like what my man said, Grandmaster. It's like just like it's like you have to, not if you either like the Jackals or you don't like them, and you have to pick a side. Like which is crazy. Like it's ridiculous, man. Like it really
Yeah.
is, man. So another topic, though, what a lot of people are asking in the chat, and I'm sorry I didn't get to this, but they're talking about the context of how it was shared, right? Like the video, right, itself.
Yeah.
Um, you know, call a spade a spade. I mean, at the end of the day, Jeff, right, took an excerpt of what Mike said. The worst part of it, first of all, first and foremost, Mike opens his mouth and it's his own fault for saying dumb shit.
Yeah.
Let's put that first and foremost, because if you don't say dumb shit, then there's no ways people can like
Yeah.
take what you said, and whatever. So first and foremost, no one did this to Mike. Mike did this to himself, first and foremost.
Facts.
Uh,
Facts.
but I will say, just like anything else, everything can be tweeted and tweaked, manipulated. You see sound bites, right? We live in an
Yeah.
era of sound bites, right? Whether it's in politics, whether it's in sports, whatever. I can say a whole an interview, but the one thing that I said that said I don't care about babies. That's what's going to be put on blast, right? Like I could say a bunch of things, but the one little thing that's negative is what is going to get clicks. It's what's going to get bait, right? So what Jeff did, which is what he always does, this isn't nothing new, is
Yeah.
he put out a small part that makes Mike look bad. He tags everybody and all his crew, and they all tag each other, and they're this whole little circle jerk group or whatever. And so then they all kind of just feed into it. You know, Mike does it to himself, but Jeff just kind of
He poured
pushed it
gasoline on the
along.
fire.
Yeah,
He
he
poured
pushed it
gasoline
along.
on the fire.
He pushed it along, which he does all the time. This isn't
Yeah.
nothing new. Like anytime Mike says any dumb, if anytime Mike says some dumb shit on this podcast, you can bet your dollars to donuts that Jeff will have an excerpt on his page that has
Yeah.
a bunch of followers, of course, and tagged with a bunch of people to make Mike look bad or to just kind of accelerate, Mike's dumb,
But here's the thing, though. When
comment.
he does stuff like that, to Mike, the problem is that it has other ramifications because
Mhm.
he's like, he makes sure that he's not putting out Area 210. But if they go back to the source and they look, of course they're going to see what it is. So in trying to play it funny, haha, with
Mhm.
Mike, you're actually making us look bad as a whole.
Mhm.
Because he'll
Yeah.
crop me out or whatever. But at
Mhm.
the end of the day, the only one's laughing is Jeff. Real
Yeah,
fact.
I mean,
The only one
yeah,
laughing is
yeah.
him.
Yeah, No, I don't know. And I don't think, I mean, like, I don't know. I know Jeff and Mike have a good relationship, right? From what I've seen or what I don't know for a fact, but it seems like they do. I don't think, I don't think Jeff is being like malicious or like hates
Well,
Mike,
if you keep on doing it
but
again and again and again and again
right,
and
right.
again and
Well,
again
yeah, yeah.
every
Well,
effing
but
day,
right,
come
right,
on.
right. But he knows what he's doing. Like he knows what he's
Yeah.
doing. Like obviously, like he knows he's highlighting Mike being a clown. You know what I mean? And he has a big
Payaso.
platform, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. When you have a big platform, there are some responsibilities there, right? Like so. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He like it doesn't waste any time either. Like as soon as Mike says some dumb shit, of course Jeff is gonna like prop it out and make Mike look, as dumb as he
Yeah,
can. And again, at the end of the day, like if they're friends, I mean, I
that's
don't need a
cool.
friend like that. Like I don't need a friend that's just gonna highlight all the
Facts.
dumb shit I say and make me look
Facts.
stupid. Like I don't need that, So I don't know. That's between them. That's their thing. If Mike is okay with like I wouldn't be cool with that. I guess let's put it that way. I wouldn't be cool. First of all, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be saying dumb shit like Mike, but whatever. But if somebody was like constantly putting my stuff up and trying to make me look bad and make me look like a clown, and then say things like, "Oh, but I'm just your friend, bro. We're cool." I wouldn't be cool
Yeah.
with that.
Oh no,
Be
I
cool with that at
support you
all.
all. I support you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah.
But
That's a
all you
sneak
put out
diss.
is negativity. You
That's
never put one
exactly.
good thing out there that's positive.
It's a
Like,
sneak
come
diss,
on.
bro. It's a sneak diss, bro. We know
Yeah.
what it is. We know what it is. And again,
Sneak this. Exactly, dude.
and then you like tag a bunch of people who already bash Mike anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you
Yeah.
know what you're doing, bro. Like you know what you're doing. This isn't nothing new or it's we know what you're doing, bro. Like so it is what it is. Like I said, it starts though with Mike. Like Mike is the one who starts saying dumb shit, but it like I'm like I consider Mike a friend. I do, right?
Yeah.
And he says dumb shit sometimes, and I'm like, Mike, why would he say that? I'm gonna put it on my Twitter to make Mike look even more dumb than he already makes himself look. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's kind of what's going on, in my opinion. Jeff definitely takes anything Mike says, puts it out there, tags his
Out of
whole
context. Yeah.
circle jerk group, and then it just they just call on Mike and they laugh. They're laughing at Mike. They're not laughing with Mike.
Yeah.
That's my
And look
opinion,
at
and I could be wrong.
we got another incoming super chat. Midtown Texas says 199. He canceling sense of humor. I'm like, it's not canceling a sense of humor. It's something that's
No, I mean,
malicious all the time.
yeah. I mean, again, yeah, it's not canceling sense of humor. I mean, that Midtown Texas doesn't even believe that. He knows Midtown Texas has been here from the beginning. He knows all the humor and all the jokes that we do. So I don't even
Yeah.
think he believes that. There's no way
Yeah.
Midtown Texan would believe that because he knows all the jokes and laughing that we do and all that. But when there's some underlining kind of sneak diss. There's some underlining sneak diss, and you don't want to say it. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to have the balls and say it. Have the balls and say it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just moving on. We're moving on. We're
Yeah.
talking about it. We're talking about
Yeah.
the jackals and whatnot. I've already had some people reach out to me on Facebook and Twitter, other social media handles on Insta and all this, all upset about that. So it's like Jeff thinks he's being funny, but in hindsight, he doesn't have to deal with none of the firestorm that comes out afterwards. It's good to put this out there, and they're like, oh, you're gonna get, I guess, traction for it, both good and bad, and people are going to come out and watch what you're doing or whatnot. But I'm like, no one asked for that. We didn't ask to be dealing with the ramifications of said post. It's not like I go and get an excerpt from Jeff from Locked On Spurs Facts. Let's be honest, and put it out there just for fun. Oh, he went ahead and said this. Let me put it out there and do it every single day. But I'm not side dishing you, bro. I'm not. I really support what you all do, but I never say nothing positive. I'm just like, bro, actions speak louder than words.
Yeah.
And every time it's always negative. I mean,
Oh yeah.
let's look bad as a whole from what we're doing. It makes me look bad, and I have nothing to do with what he's doing with Mike, and he's playing around, he's joking around, but it has an impact on us. So I'm just saying,
Look,
so
dog. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. We'll move on. But the last thing I'll say is, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a motherfucking duck. So sneak diss is what it is. Sneak diss is what it is.
So we'll move on from the talk. Just wanted to address it, but we're going to talk about the Spurs here and the Spurs and how good they have looked in these last couple games. You know, so the Spurs have looked good in the last couple of games in the
Yeah.
absence of one Victor Wembanyama, in the absence of Castle, in the absence of Harper. The
Yeah.
Spurs have gone on to win 3 games in a row. And I know a lot of Spurs fans were saying they were going to get their ass handed to them against the
Mhm.
Hawks. And I was like, not so much, like
Mhm.
pump the brakes there. It's like if the team can find ways to win without their superstar, Wembanyama, in the game,
Mhm.
that bodes well for the team because that shows you something you should be excited for as a Spurs fan, because it means the team is getting better, and that's
Yeah.
what you want. You want the team and the other pieces that are going to be around Wemby and everybody else in the starting lineup to be better, to play better, to look good out there, to start gelling, like David Jones Garcia. Everybody
Mhm.
liked him. They were in love with the guy. He looked good in preseason. He looked good, you know,
Summer league.
even in
Summer league.
summer league, dude. Like he
Balling.
looked great.
Balling
He
the
was a
summer
fan
league.
favorite,
Yep. I was in Vegas for the summer league, and he was balling. Excuse me, man. I'm getting over this cough, man. That I went to Georgia for the Texans, or I'm sorry, the Longhorns and Bulldogs Georgia game. I'll talk about that later, which was an amazing experience. But man, I came back sick as a dog. Um, no, man. It shows the depth of this team. You know what I mean? And that's what's
Yeah,
key, bro. That's what's key. Listen, Wemby. Wemby is like the last couple of years, all the Spurs have had was Wemby. Like it seemed like when Wemby was out of the lineup, everything went to shit, right? So it was like Wemby can't miss any games or can't miss any minutes because there's nothing else. There's nowhere else for the ball to go. Um, for Wemby to be out and this team to still roll the way they're rolling, and uh, you know it's the depth. It's the depth to the team. You got those championship years. You had those guys that were like the David Jones Garcia types. The
yeah,
guys like the Olenek, like the guys that were just doing all those little dirty things. Of course, it ends and begins with the big three and Pop, right? Obviously, but and it ends and begins with Wemby. But you don't win a ring. You don't win multiple rings without AJ's doing their things off the bench, without Jeremy's doing their, dunks and their dirty works and all this stuff. All those little things, man. I'm telling you, man, it's all about finding your niche and what you do. Jeremy isn't a star guy. He isn't Wemby, and that's okay. But he can do what he's supposed to do. It's an Aaron Gordon thing, bro. I'm telling you, Aaron Gordon was left for dead at one point, and then now he's pre-emerged in his career, right? Aaron Gordon kind of reminds me of a Jeremy situation, but um, yeah, man, guys like David Jones Garcia who rarely get called on and then show up the way they did. Bro, he was stealing, he was hustling, he was diving for balls. Like, I mean, bro, like you can't ask more for a guy like that. So it's exciting, man. Yeah. Tony Ornalis is saying Barnes, Vassell, KJ stepping up. Barnes, man. Sorry.
14,000 career points.
Barnes, bro, you can't. I mean, there's not a lot. But and again, man, people were done with Barnes and get him off my team, and I don't want him on my
Trade
starting
him.
lineup. And don't act like we don't. You don't. And it's just so crazy. Like I just don't get. And it goes back to Mike saying crazy shit. Like why say crazy shit that you later have to be like, well, I didn't really mean it, or well, bro, just don't say anything so crazy. Like I just don't
Look
understand,
at that
But
Toyota Corolla, man. Last
yeah,
night in last night's game, he had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. But in doing this, he went ahead and scored his 14,000th career point. The
yeah,
Toyota Corolla, man, like I said, it might not be
yeah.
the fastest car out there,
No,
might
it's
not be the
reliable,
most
bro.
most athletic, but it take you
Listen,
home, bro.
listen, bro. Listen, I have three sons, and they all were bought Toyota Corollas for their first vehicle
They're
because
probably
they're
still running.
reliable. They still running. They're reliable. They're dependable. They get the job done. Hanover Fist says, he was also saying that Sohan was a poor man's Aaron Gordon. I agree. I agree, man. I think that's a good analogy. You know. Harrison Barnes is a pro, man. He's a pro's pro. He does everything he's asked of. I mean, it's crazy. You gotta remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm coughing up a storm, but you got to
It's okay.
remember that all of these players, right? We forget, right? Like, and I'm not, I've been blessed to be able to meet some of these players, right? And kind of more than just fanny bushing, more than just oh my god, let me take a picture, let's sign an autograph.
Yeah.
Like I've been blessed where I was able to kind of conversate with some of these players, and I always, when I have my sons, I'm like, can you talk to my son about playing at the next level? Because there's just like a
Yeah.
mentality to it, right? So you got to remember, like, even guys that are like on the bench that never get to play, that are in the NBA were all world in their high school, were all world in their college. Like, these guys have always been like the biggest star. Like, they're like legends when they go back to their hometowns. You know what I mean? Like they are all Mr. Basketball in their own hometowns and whatever. So then they come to the NBA, and like, it's hard, man, to be told, hey, bro, you ain't the star here.
Yeah.
You just sit the bench, bro. You might get 2 minutes. You might get 5 minutes. That's very difficult, man, to tell a player who's been, playing since AAU, and they've been like told how great they are, right? Because
Yeah.
there's no way you get to the league without being that great. Um, and it's like my sons, man, when they played basketball, like, when they got to high school, I was like, it was a smack in the face. Like, this is a different level, bro, and
Oh
college is
yeah.
a different level. And so, for guys to be humble enough, like Barnes, to say, you know what, I'm gonna be a vet. I'm gonna play my role. I'm gonna do what I got to do. Like, it's harder than you would think. I
Yeah.
think,
But
on
that
them
Corolla been
mentally.
thriving, bro. That Corolla's
But
thriving.
but yeah, but you found your niche, and you found
Yeah.
what works for you, right? You found what
Yeah.
works for you, and I think that's what you have to do at the end of the day. Guys
We
like
have a
Jeremy, go ahead.
incoming super chat from Mario Cavazos. I'll address it. Mario Cavazos, thanks for the $5 super chat, 4.99. He says it's the wussification of current times. People are sensitive nowadays. No one has thick skin anymore. You can take a joke at times. And we could take a joke, but I'm just saying we've already addressed the issue. But we said our piece about it and we're moving on. If Jeff has something to
I
say,
I
like
I,
it,
I don't know.
always call
I
me.
don't. I
We had a conversation yesterday.
Yeah,
Doors open to Jeff. My phone's
yeah.
open. I haven't
Well,
blocked
I
him or
don't.
nothing.
Yeah, I also don't get this, like, over, like, what do you call it, like defending another man, like, you know what I mean,
No.
you're a grown-ass man, he's a grown-ass man. um like, this, like, overly defending another man, like, oh,
Yeah.
you're being wussy, you can't take a joke, like,
Yeah.
why are you so bent out of shape about it? Like, why are you so upset about it? Like, we're talking
Yeah.
about what we're saying and how it's going down. Like, you're not in
Yeah.
the inner workings of what's happening here. Yes,
Yeah.
you have an opinion, and thank you for the super chat, but I don't understand, like, this overly defending. I don't get a grown man overly defending another grown ass man. I
No.
just don't. I just don't. That's me. Um, I digress.
Like I said, we just move on. I mean, Jeff wants to talk to me. He can talk with me. Needless to say, I know I probably won't be on any upcoming episodes of Locked On Spurs, and I'm fine with that. I'm too busy anyway, doing my
I've
own thing
never.
at work.
I've never watched one episode of that show. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I never have. But I mean,
there you go.
yeah.
But anyway, getting back to what we're talking about, man, we're talking about Harrison Barnes, Corolla, looking good out there doing this thing. But the Spurs are finding, like, you have some other role players out there that are also coming into their own. You have Jeremy Sohan, like we said. He's been doing good. David Jones Garcia, they want to see him get more run. The kid had 19 minutes. His plus and negative out there, plus minus, it was plus 25. He had a positive impact on the game. You want to see that kind of stuff out of your better players. You also had Keldon Johnson,
Yeah.
32 minutes, he had 25 points. So all in all, the scoring was pretty balanced yesterday. You had Julian Champagny, he had 20 points. You had Harrison Barnes, who scored 16 points.
Yeah.
Devin Vassell added 15 points. Then you had Darren Fox, right? He added 26 points on the night behind
It's
Keldon
a
Johnson,
balance. It's a balance
25.
attack, bro.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
balance
your
attack.
starters
When
and
you,
your
yeah.
bench.
Yeah, it's a balance attack. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you gotta have a balance attack. When you have Wemby out, Harper out, Castle out, you have to have that balance attack. And having a guy like Julian hitting 20 is huge, man. It's huge, right? Because Julian is what he is, man. And uh people have, like, oh, Julian, he gets a lot of shit sometimes because he's cardio or this, that. And I'm telling you, man, when he hits, man. When he's on, and that's all you ask for him, man. He's not,
Yeah.
I don't think he's a starter. I like him off the bench, I really do. I wouldn't say he's like a starter, but man, when you're hitting 20, that's that. I don't know, Jason Garcia. I don't understand your comment. He says at least Rick has the video on. I don't know
Oh,
what
it's
that
because
means.
when Jeff tries to come on, we've had him on guest in the past. He never has a video on. It's just an avatar of him, you know. So he's saying to your credit,
Oh,
you're coming on the show, and at least you have your video on. You know what I mean?
oh, because he can't like be seen or something
They
like
can't.
that.
Yeah, they can see you. You know.
I
That's
don't,
what
I
he's
don't,
saying.
I don't understand that either. Like, why would you not want to be seen? Like, bro, you can't get me away from a fucking camera. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to, like,
Yeah.
if you want to hide yourself, that's weird. But okay, um,
Yeah, but no,
yeah,
we're
man.
getting like we're talking about the Spurs, and the Spurs have looked good, like I said, in this
Yeah.
absence, right? These 3 games that they've been able to win back to back to back
Mm.
without Wemby and Castle and Harper out there on the court. You have the big alote out there,
Big Elote. Yeah, Cornette
Cornette,
doing his thing, bro.
he's trying to do his thing.
Everybody's
You know,
everybody's doing their part, and that's what it boils down to, man. This is not this is not any different. People act like this is not any different from your normal life. I try to put this in layman's terms analogies because we're all just regular people. None of us are NBA players. None of us are whatever. This is like wherever you work or whatever you do. Like I'm a Marine, and I'll put it in Marine terms. The general does what the general does, right? The fucking captain does what the captain does. The lieutenant, the gunny, the staff sergeant, the private, like I don't have to do what the private does. The private doesn't have to do what I do. Like, but they do their role. You see what I'm saying? So and every role is important. Like it's important. And um this is another thing that we talked about where people were saying, I think the last time we were talking in this chat where people were saying like, oh, it's not the coaching or it's not this, it's not that. It's all of it, man. It's all encompassing. Like I know there's people that don't like Mitch Johnson, right? So they don't want to give him any credit. It's what's funny? What's funny about when the Spurs are good,
yeah,
it's funny seeing those people squirm who like shit on Mitch Johnson, shit on like Brian Wright, um, shit on whoever, and now they're like, well, fuck, I got to give credit. You know what I mean? And they're like worried, well, like I shit on Brian Wright all these years and
yeah,
said he was garbage and he needs to be fired. Well, you can't sit here and say how great this team is without Brian Wright constructing it. You know what I mean? Like you just can't. So and then you can't say things like, well, Mitch Johnson sucks as a coach and I hate him and he's garbage and he's this, he's that. Well, how is he leading this team to an 11-4 team? And you can't, or 11-4 record. You can't say like, well, it's just the players and Mitch has nothing to do with it. That's ridiculous. Like that's preposterous to say that the coach doesn't have anything to do with it. The players don't have anything to do with it. Like it's a all encompassing thing. So everybody has to have their part and find their part. And like I said, whether it's a Marine, whether it's a company, whether you work at whatever company you work at, there's pieces that everyone has to put in and everyone has to do their part to get to the finish line.
yeah,
Even the guy that all they do is measure or whatever, right? Like, let's say you work in some kind of lumber yard. I don't know. There's a person that measures all the lumber, right? Hey, these are your pieces. These are your pieces. These are your pieces. You think that that person isn't important just because all they do is measure and they're not the ones that are like the architect? Of course not.
yeah.
Of course they're putting their part. So I don't know.
Look at Black Bucket. What he's saying, because this team reminds me of OKC. They are a tight unit that enjoys playing with each other. They are getting there as far as making the pieces fit also. So that bodes well. Like I was saying, like you have to see sometimes what your team is made of in the absence of your star players. You have to see what you got, right? You got to see what are these parts, what can these pieces do? What
Mhm.
can these pieces do out there? And I think you're starting to see that, hey, you know what? They're starting to come together as a team and they're starting to believe in one another. They're starting to gel together, and that's going to
Mhm.
be a good outcome for Spurs
Yeah.
fans, because Spurs fans, for the last 6 years or so, we haven't seen the team get into the playoffs, been flirting with the play-in maybe once when DeJounte and they were in the bubble, and they didn't go very far because the Pelicans beat them. But you want to see the team return to greatness and get into the playoffs again. And I think this year with those
Sorry.
Spurs, and with the current trajectory that they're on right now, seeing that the team is playing really well early on, which is great
Yeah.
if you're a Spurs fan. This team
Yeah.
gives you hope. They give you some
Yeah.
promise of what's to come, and that's
Yeah.
something to get excited about. I mean, we've been crapping on this team and been disappointed for the last couple of years. And in hindsight, 6 years is really not that long when you think about other franchises and how long their droughts have been since they
Yeah.
even went into the play or got into the
Yeah.
playoffs. Some
Yeah.
some teams haven't even won a chip.
Yeah.
Like it's like that. When San Antonio Spurs fans, I think
Yeah.
we're spoiled at times, and
Yeah.
we forget that. Hey, man, when you go ahead and lose your was supposed to be your star player in Kawhi Leonard, and he decided to bounce because hey, I want out of here. I want to go play in L.A. It put the
Yeah.
team in a weird situation. They tried to make the best of it, but with him leaving, it made them hit that reset button a lot faster. And we saw the ramifications of that. And then you had some missteps, let's be honest, when it came to making some poor decisions when it came to the
Hmm.
draft. But I mean, you can't have every single player you draft be a superstar. That's just the
Hmm.
nature of the beast. Okay,
Yeah.
man, things happened. You had some miscues along the way. But you
Yeah.
know what? We're here now, right? You have a good team in the making
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You have a legit star in Wemby, you have
Yeah.
Stephon Castle looking good. You have Carter,
Hmm.
Carter
Hmm.
Bryant. You have Harper, you have all these other pieces. Keldon Johnson's playing well. Jeremy Sohan starting to play well. Harrison Barnes looking good. There's more
Yeah.
positives than there are negatives about this team. And right now, if you're a
Yeah.
Spurs fans, you have a lot to be excited about. That's all I'm saying. I look forward
Yeah.
to the outcome of what's going to happen when we start reaching March. Like,
Yeah.
hey, man, you can smell it, Rick. You can smell that electricity in the
I
air. It smells
know.
like a
I
playoff,
know.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Midtown Texas and a couple other people where I'm not a fan of comparing them to OKC because fuck OKC. But yeah, yeah, you're right, man. I mean, they're it's getting to that point. It's getting to that point where like, all right, it's early and it's early, man. It's early. Like I say, I'm not a hypocrite, man. I said this in the beginning of this season, like when they were 5-0. I told Mike, I said hold on, man. Everybody was positive. The most negative people on Twitter were like positive, and it kind of makes you worry sometimes. Like when
Yeah.
when those negative people are positive, I'm like, whoa, like why are you
The world's coming
encroaching
to
into
an end.
my positivity? Yeah, yeah. Like like and listen, man. And I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper or a hater, but like, let's be honest. Let's call a spade a spade. Last year, all these people that were going to games weren't going to games last year when they were losing. People weren't live tweeting and weren't all about it and whatever. And now people start to come around, and that's fine. Winning brings that. I understand that. But there are some of us that are sick who, during the down years, were going to games, were season ticket holders, were live tweeting, were doing all this stuff. Like, there's some of us that were doing that. Like, and so just it's funny when like it's like you're just like you're joining the trend. Like when now that they're winning, you start seeing like certain people like, oh, I'm at a game now and look at me and blah blah blah. It's like, where were you last year? Like, where were you 2 years ago? Like, where were you 3 years ago? Like you look through my Twitter. Like I was at the home openers the last 3 4 years. Like when they were losing, having a great time, having a blast. Like
Yeah.
it's not just because they're winning that I'm gonna like now be on all about them, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But it's a great energy. And again, man, I think it was a
Look at Tony, what he says. Rick was like, I was a damn season ticket holder when they were losing bad. I'm a diehard.
yeah, real talk, real talk.
I'm still
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Like we always say with
yeah,
Lerma, I'm still here, Sohan.
yeah,
Rick is like,
yeah,
I'm still here. I ain't going nowhere.
yeah, for sure, man. But yeah,
For the
man.
good
So
and
no, I
bad.
mean, it's early, it's a great start, man. It's a great energy. It's looks, there's positivity going towards, the rest of the season. We'll see, man. We have to see how it plays out, man. We wish, health for Wemby. Getting Castle and Harper back will be huge. You know, um, it's a great time, man, to be a Spurs fan. It's a great time to enjoy the team and the games.
No.
I urge people, man, to get out there. Don't listen to that Padre that was lying to God, saying that it's too expensive to go to Spurs games. That's not
Oh
true.
man.
That's not true. Hey,
God don't
are we
like
hearing that?
liars.
Are we hearing that anymore? I haven't heard
No.
anybody say that they can't go to Spurs games. It's too expensive. the games look pretty full right now. The
Yeah.
games
No,
look pretty
Gina
full.
Ortiz Jones had to return all the old people
I-
back to the old people home, man. You know, she's like, I got to return them back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
You
no.
know,
People are there. People are having fun. I'm not hearing that it's too expensive anymore. It was expensive when they were losing. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's what it was. Nothing has changed other than winning and losing. So when they were losing, people said it was too expensive to go to the games. Now that they're winning, it's like I have to be at the game because I got to show on my Instagram, I got to show on my Twitter that I'm there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's not too expensive anymore. Like, no one is saying, like, I haven't heard that. Let's,
yeah,
call a spade a spade. So, um, it's interesting, man. It's interesting to see the dynamic change.
yeah.
Like I said, people
Why don't they
who,
bring back bobblehead night, Rick? We haven't seen that happen yet this
yeah,
season.
that would be
You
cool.
know,
That would be cool.
remember if you know, you know. Every time there was a curse with the bobbleheads, right? As soon as they bring
Yeah,
the
yeah.
bobblehead out, he gone.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he
They had
gone,
the DeJounte Murray bobblehead thing, remember? That,
gone.
yeah.
Man, you saw the. I'm not even lying, bro. I went to the Goodwill one time, right? And there was tons of DeJounte Murray bobbleheads there, bro. Like they probably got them from the Frost Center,
Yeah.
and they just like, here we go, tiralos. You know, they couldn't get rid of them, and there were a whole bunch of them out there, man. I was like, damn. But it was a curse of the bobbleheads. But you know what? Who hasn't been affected? The bobblehead right behind me, right there,
Yeah.
Keldon Johnson, the
Yeah.
Mustang. Remember his nickname, the
Yeah.
Mustang
Yeah,
from
yeah,
back
the
in the day?
Mustang. Yeah, yeah,
He's still
yeah.
there. He's still there.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a new at least a new name to me. I don't know. Fate Killer 523. I'm glad you're in the chat. He said I got big time Vice Fernandez at a home game 3 years ago, but that's all right. Big dog. I hope you're joking. I really do because I ain't Jeff Garcia, dog. I ain't big time in nobody, dog. Like I am not big time in nobody. You can ask anybody and everybody. I hope you're joking, and if you're not, and if I did by accident, kind of just big
Yeah.
time you, quote unquote, I apologize. And shit,
I think I big time Sam Salinas one time. He was at the
I owe
WWE
you.
event.
If I did, and listen, like listen, if I did and I didn't mean to, I owe you some Spurs tickets, big dog. So fake
Yeah.
killer 523, let me know because I'm curious about this story because I do not remember big time in anybody.
Yeah.
If I did, quote unquote, it would have just been like by accident or I was just drunk or whatever. Because that ain't a thing, bro. That's not a thing because I've been big time. I've been
Yeah.
big time, Jeff Garcia. So
Yeah.
that ain't me, dog. But let me know. I'm curious about that.
Sam Salinas had told me one time. I think he was saying, "Joe, you big time me," because I was at the WWE event, SmackDown, when I came through through town here, and I hadn't gone to one in years with my oldest son. That's our thing, right? Wrestling and all that.
Yeah, yeah,
So I said, you know what, man, I'll go ahead and drop some money on the ticket. So we went and bought tickets, and we're going to our seats. I bought a beer. You know, I got a tall boy, and I had bought him some water. He wanted a water, so we're going to our seats, and we're trying to get there. And I'm just going through the crowd, dude. Like when I'm on the move, man. We're just going,
yeah.
trying to get there. And I think somebody called my name and I didn't hear him because I was too busy looking in front of me. I think it was Sam. And I was like, man, I'm sorry, bro. I was walking. He goes, bro, you're walking fast. I was
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to
yeah,
get to my seats, big dog. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, 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 yeah,
But
yeah.
I make time for people too. Like if somebody's in the arena and they'll be like, "Hey, Joe, we listen to the show or whatever," or they see me out and about. I mean, I say hi. I make time for people and talk with them. I've been at stores before and people come
Oh
up to me and be like,
man,
"Hey, man, we listen to your podcast. You and Mike, we like you all. Y'all are funny." And I say, "Hey, man, thanks." My kids get embarrassed, or whoever I'm with at the time, whether it
yeah,
be a family member or whatever, they'll be
yeah,
like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, we do a show, and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah. You're
that.
like a you're like a
Yeah,
minor celebrity. Yeah, yeah. No, you know what, man? Hanover Fist says he saw me at the Rock, and he said he big time me. Maybe I don't fucking know. I listen, man. I love meeting people, and I love talking to people, man. And it's not even though it's not about big timing, or it's not even about anything.
yeah.
Like, listen, bro, I'm nobody to being nobody. Like I'm just whatevs, dog. Like I'm just a regular fucking dude, man. And
Midtown
and we're all
Texas.
just regular. What do you say? Mike big
Mike
time
Big
me at
Time me at
Whole
Whole
Foods.
Foods.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't get people thinking that they're like bigger than things. Like whether it's
Yeah,
Jeff or
no,
whether
man.
it's anybody. It's like nobody's bigger than anything. Like none of us are bigger than anything, bro. Like we're all just fucking people trying to send our kids to college. And like at the end of the day, if you think
Yeah.
you're better than somebody because you do whatever, then I mean, cool, man. Good on you. Um, but I don't know, man. That's just look, man.
The one
I'm a dude from fucking Marbach, dog. I went to
Udo
John
exit
Jay,
7.
dog. I was a 14-year-old father, dog. I'm not, bro. Don't get the fuck out of here, bro. Ain't no Susie said I big timed her. Get the fuck out of here. Um, it's just crazy. But people let it get to their head. People let their show get to their head, whether it's Locked
Susie's
On
wild,
Spurs
bro.
or whether
Susie's
it's
wild,
whatever.
man. She
Yeah.
seems like she's a lot of fun, dude.
Susie is a lot of fun. No. That's not an exaggeration, or that's not me just saying things like um uh Susie is a good time. But yeah, man. Yeah, that SR whatever who doesn't even fucking know me. It's like Rick was just my model when you ran into him. Again,
No,
bro.
no,
People like
bro.
people, people. I'm telling you, bro. It's like the Social Network, man. That my favorite quote is from the Social Network. It's like you think you know me. He's like I read enough. You know how much I read about you? Nothing. Like nothing, bro. People think they know me just because they see your Twitter or your what you post or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you don't know somebody, dog, just from what they post or just what you
Hey,
think you
look,
do.
I
But
want to give a shout out here too, man, to one of my boys. Ted is in the house, man, from the Countdown City Geeks. Countdown City Geekcast. If you don't know them, go and follow them,
yeah,
man. They have a great podcast that they have out there. They have a lot of good content when it comes to like, your pop culture stuff. If you're into
hmm,
Marvel, DCU, all that, comic conventions,
yeah,
movies, all that kind of stuff, even wrestling. They have a wrestling podcast, Countdown City WrestleCast. Go check them out. They're good follow. Facebook, Twitter. I think they're also on YouTube. So make sure you go and subscribe to their YouTube channel. But he's saying, yo, can we call last night's game the Derek Dial game for Jones Garcia?
yeah,
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 he had a hell of a game, dude. Hell of a game.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No, man,
yeah.
he
Star
did.
21
He
says
did.
Joe Biggs times you at the Waterburger on Maubach. Hell no, bro. I won't. I don't go to that one. I go to the one on 151 because it's closer to my house. It's by
Yeah,
the right across the highway from the Hooters, and I go
yeah.
to the
No, man,
Hooters too,
Susie.
bro.
Yeah, no, Susie said, she's saying that I big time her and she gets Spurs tickets. She does get Spurs tickets. So, that's a story for another time. But she's good people. She's good people. Yeah.
Susie's
Oh,
wild, dude.
prom.
Susie's
I,
wild.
yeah. It's funny. People are like calmate, Ricardo. Like people calm down. What when I respond to what you say, like I'm calm, bro. Like I'm chill. People always try to tell you like, oh, calm down. You're being crazy. Why? Because I responded to what you said. Like fuck out of
What is
here.
this saying here? It says we're on the railing waiting for the rookie Wemby to come out, so it's crazy.
Yeah, I guess he was talking about the time that I met him. I'm sorry, big dog, and you don't have a picture, so I can't put a face to the name. But he's saying that I guess during the Wemby rookie year, we were waiting by the railing or whatever. Um, yeah, man, it's never big timing, bro. Not with me at least. Like I would never do that to somebody because I love meeting people, man, and I see people and I'm like, oh shit, bro, hell yeah, man, we fucking
Bet.
we kick it, so um
So what else are we going to
yeah,
talk about today, man? We're going to go ahead and talk
boxing.
about the.
We got to
I
talk
was going to
boxing,
talk
bro.
about the Cowboys too, because the Cowboys
Okay, okay.
they got some interesting games coming up here too, and we'll talk about boxing, no doubt.
Hmm.
But let's go ahead and talk about some Cowboys right now, because the Cowboys, this is the next couple games that they have coming up. Week 12, we're gonna have that game, man, the divisional
Yeah,
matchup against the Eagles. Then you're gonna have the
that's a big one.
Cowboys face off against the Kansas City Chiefs, and then in Week 14, it's gonna be the Cowboys and the Lions. The Lions
That's
have
a
taken a
big
little
big
skid
stretch.
too.
Yeah.
All these games to me, I'm being real, man. I'm not just like, oh, I have my cowboy glasses on. These
They're
could be
winnable.
winnable games,
They're
man.
winnable. Yeah.
And if
Chiefs
they're
Chiefs aren't Chiefs are 5-5. You know what I mean? They're not the Chiefs of the old. It's Thanksgiving. The Chiefs aren't used to playing on Thanksgiving. The Cowboys are. That's winnable. The Eagles, bro, the Cowboys fucking almost had them. I know almost doesn't count unless it's horseshoes and hand grenades, but they almost had them um on week one. So they could do that. And the Lions is 50-50. So I agree, man. I'm not trying to be a Cowboys, homer, but these are winnable games. They really are.
they could be, yeah. They could be winnable games. And if the
Yeah.
Cowboys win these games, what does that say?
Oh
Are they
man,
back in the
that's
hunt?
huge.
You know,
Yeah, they could be.
back in
They
the
could
playoff
be.
hunt already?
Yeah,
You
they
know,
could
I'm just
be.
like, okay, man. Like it would get you excited if you're a Cowboys
Jay,
fan and the
yeah,
Cowboys can win these next 3 games.
yeah, yeah. Jason, no one's gonna miss you. Bye.
Oh, he always says that because
Yeah.
he's a Seahawks fan. He
No
says,
one,
"Oh,
no one,
Cowboy
no one,
talk,
no
I'm
one.
out."
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for letting us know because we were wondering if you were gonna stay or not. So thank
The
you. But
Sheagles.
yeah,
He's part of the what do
yeah.
you call it? The Sea Eagles, the She Eagles,
Yeah,
Seahawks.
yeah.
Yeah, he's part of them. He's a fan of that
Yeah.
team right
No,
there.
man. I mean, no, they're winnable games, man. And it's crazy to say that because you know, those are pretty formidable teams, back in the day, and like Texas Latina saying on any given Sunday, on any given Thanksgiving day, Cowboys, can go on a little run, man. If they do, if they find a way to go on this little run, it's gonna be interesting to see how things play out.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how things play out because
Yeah.
basically the Cowboys and they do this to themselves every single season. Their fate is in their hands.
Right. And
You know,
yep, they, they they can never make it easy, bro. Like it can
no,
never be easy. Yeah, yeah.
it's always got to come down to like
Yeah.
this is the game right here.
There's
You
gotta
have
be
to
some
win this
drama,
one.
bro. It's
Yeah,
cardiac Cowboys, bro. Cardiac Cowboys, bro. There has to be some kind of drama.
that's why being a Cowboys fan isn't for the faint-hearted, dude. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Facts.
gotta be in. You gotta put in on this. You know, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, yeah.
ups and downs every single season, dude, with the Cowboys, being a Cowboy fan. But I'm a
Mhm.
lifer. I've been a Cowboy fan since before I was born. You know, came out of the
Yeah.
womb dressed in cowboy gear, bro.
Exactly. Fucking little Cowboys onesies and shit.
Yep, exactly, man.
But yeah,
Hopefully, the Cowboys, man, will be able to go ahead and get these games and
yeah,
get back in that playoff hunt. But I know we're gonna go ahead and talk about some boxing talk because that's what we like to watch as well. Well,
yeah,
what do we
yeah.
have, Rick? Because you said we had a good matchup
Ooh,
coming up here on Saturday.
yeah. So tomorrow, live on the zone is a big card out of Saudi Arabia. Big card. So you got David Benavidez uh taking on Anthony Yard in the main event, and then you got uh our guy, San Antonio's own Jesse Bam Rodriguez, taking on a very, very, very tough Argentinian, 18-0 Puma Rodriguez. That's going to be a good fight. Rodriguez has a belt. Bam has 2 belts. So the winner's going to walk away with 3 belts. Devin Haney. Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr., which is a clash of styles. You got Haney is the slick boxer, and Brian Norman is the brawler. So that's gonna be a good fight. And then damn, I'm sorry. To start it off, you got young up and coming blue chip prospect Abdullah Mason taking on Sean Noakes for a belt. So it's a big card, man. It's a big card with 4 fights. It's not a regular Saturday night fight though. The card probably I think the main event starts about let me see 6 my time, which is 8 y'all's time. So eight
Yeah,
o'clock y'all's time is the main event. So back that up about four
that's
hours. You know
early.
what I mean for the fights. Yep. Look at that. That Bam Rodriguez is
Look
is
at
is a
this, dude.
cool.
And there
Look
you
at this. Look at this. Yeah, yeah. Bam is a cool, calm, calculated guy. And you got Puma getting in his face. Can you start that again, Joe, please?
Yeah,
The very
man.
beginning, the way it started. Yeah. So in the very beginning, yeah, he got in his face. Yeah. Puma Rodriguez, the guy with the shades, he's from Argentina, undefeated, 8-0, or I'm sorry, 18-0. Very, very solid fighter. WBA champion, and you got San Antonio's Bam Rodriguez, Southtown kid, with the WBC and the WBO. And man, this is gonna be a good one. These are tiny guys. You're talking about 115-pound fighters.
How many belts does Puma
115.
have?
He has one. Puma has one, and Bam has 2. So at the end of the day, they're all gonna, the winner's gonna walk away with 3 belts. So big deal.
Because I was gonna say, I was Bam. I said, "What are you doing with that one little belt, little boy? You better get away from me."
Exactly. Exactly.
I got my hands full with these two.
Dude, you know how you want to talk about sacrifice? Bam Rodriguez's wife just had a baby 2 days ago while he was in Saudi Arabia.
Damn.
He missed the
Doing.
the birth of his son to be at the fight. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy. It's sacrifice, bro. Um, Mario Cavazos is talking about Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. That was a big announcement.
That is,
That
dude.
was a big announcement. So you got in
Mario
February,
Barrios,
San Antonio's own Mario
San
Barrios,
Antonio.
another
Yeah.
Southtown guy. Yep, yep,
Sponsored by
fighting
was it Thomas J.
Ryan
Henry
Garcia.
all the time,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, of
all the
course, of
time, bro.
course, of course. So Mario Barrios is coming off that draw with Manny Pacquiao. Um, you know, Barrios is the guy that he's a warrior. He's gonna come at you. He's gonna come forward. He's not gonna slip any punches. He's gonna take three and to land one. Mario Barrios is literally the Aztec warrior, and he's a San Antonio guy. I got some time. I spent some time with him in his Vegas training camp for the Pacquiao fight, and he's a cool guy, man. Cool family. His sister's in his corner. His dad's involved. Like it's a family affair with Mario Barrios. So seeing him versus Ryan Garcia is gonna be a good fight. Ryan has the talent to win, but Mario has the heart. So if Mario can push Ryan, and Ryan, man, I used to be really high on Ryan Garcia. The
Not
dude has the
anymore, bro.
skills. Yeah, the dude has the talent and the skill. I don't think he just has it here, bro. Like he just when the going gets tough, bro, he's like, I'm
You
good
know he doesn't have it.
because
He doesn't have it
he's a
between the ears.
millionaire.
He don't have it between the ears, dude. He ain't
Yeah,
mentally
yeah,
tough, bro. Not everyone can be
yeah,
like that. It takes a special
mhm,
fighter, dude. And he has
yeah,
all the God-given ability. But when
yeah,
it comes
yeah.
to actually performing in the ring, sometimes se va la onda, dude. He just,
Mhm.
he's just not
Yeah,
prepared. And the
yeah.
case in point, Rick, remember that last match that he had? Got
Roly,
embarrassed, bro.
Roly, bro. Oh
Embarrassed,
my
dude.
God. Yeah,
Rolly had no business winning that match. He wasn't
absolutely
even in
not.
the same class, dude. But he went
No.
in there and he took care
Oh,
of business. Credit to
yeah.
Rolly,
But
dude. Credit
like
to
you said, it
Rolly.
was between, no, no, credit to Roly. Yeah, you're right. Credit to Roly, dog. But like you said, it's between his ears, bro. Like, Ryan has the God-given talent, the left hook, the speed, the twitchiness. Like he has it all, but he just can't put it together mentally, like you said. So, if Mario can push him a little bit, if Mario can rough him up, give him some of that San Antonio. Hey, you never know, man. You never know. So it's gonna be a good fight. It's interesting. It's an
That would be
interesting
a good.
matchup.
That would be a good victory for Barrios.
Oh man, it'd be huge.
It'd
It'd
be
be
a good one
huge.
for
Yeah.
him, dude. You know what I was gonna show you, Rick? I saw this, man. I thought this was comical, man. Everybody tired of him, dude. But you know what? It's all theater, dude. It's all theatrics, man. He's
Yeah.
set up to not lose. I know people tune in because they
Oh
want to see
yeah.
him get beat. But you know what? He don't get beat. That's not the script. That's not what the script
Yeah.
calls for. But
Yeah.
look at this. Make it fun. He's making fun. Tank
Yeah.
Davis, he's not gonna
Yeah.
be 5'6". He's not fighting now. He's gonna fight
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua, 6'6". That's a big boy.
Listen.
That's a big
Listen.
boy, bro.
I'll tell you what, man. I give Jake Paul, you could say what you want about him. I give him some credit for taking on Anthony Joshua. I mean, you're talking about a 6'6", 200+ pound heavyweight, former world champion, Olympic gold medalist. Um, yeah, man. I think I think okay. And I hate to say that things are staged or fake. I really
Yeah,
I know things can be. I'm not naive. I hope it's not, because if it's not, Joshua should knock this dude out inside of 2 rounds. I
easy,
mean, there's
easy,
easily, bro,
money.
easily, bro. He should knock him out inside of 2 to 3 rounds. I
Yeah,
don't see if if Joshua really comes at Paul and tries to knock him out, he should be done within the first 3 rounds.
and look at there's
Um,
the press conference. It's gonna happen
yeah,
at 12
yeah,
p.m. our time.
yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm glad Greg Castaноla asked this question. He's asking about the Pitbull Cruz Lamont Roach fight, December
Oh,
6th.
bro, that's already coming, dude. You already
I will
know.
be in town. I will be in town. He's asking me if I'm going to be. I will be in town. I'm going to be in town that
Yeah,
week, the weekend of the first weekend of December. I definitely will be in town for the Cruz Pitbull fight. Oh, I'm sorry, the Pitbull Lamont Roach fight. So Greg, if you're in town, bro, we got to meet up. Anybody, if anyone's in town and they're gonna go to the fight, like let's link up, man. That's gonna be a big fight. It's gonna
It
be,
is,
and it's gonna
man.
be a good card.
Oh yeah. The matchmakers we're working overtime on that one, dude.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's a good undercard. Good
No,
undercard,
it is.
all
It
around
is.
good
It is.
card,
Yeah.
especially for
Hmm.
Sananto to get a fight
Hmm.
like that, you know?
And not only the regular undercard, the deep undercard has a lot of local San Antonio
Oh
fighters.
yeah.
A lot of local. My guy Toro, Adrian Torres, who's a up and coming fighter, 3-0, young kid. He's going to be on the undercard of that. So it's going to be good to see the deep undercard because there's going to be a lot of San Antonio flavor. So,
And
but yeah,
there's
yep,
all
the ring
the
four.
mm-hmm. There you go.
Yep, yep. That's going to be a big card, man. Tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, the main event is about 6 my time, which is about 8 y'all's time. So I would say, 4 is probably when the fights start. So it's just
Yeah.
check your listings because it's
I'm
it's early.
interested in that. I'm interested in that Benavides fight, dude. I want to see
Yeah,
what he can do. You know, Haney and Norman, that's going to be a good one. But the one that interests me the most is a Benavides
yeah,
fight. I'm
yeah.
interested to see him in that one. I want to see the
There's a
growth, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, they're big boys. They're light heavyweights. So you're talking about 175 pounders going at it. Yard is a solid fighter. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
a pushover. He's not a pushover, but I think Benavides should stop him maybe late. 8 to 10 rounds. Benavides should break him down to the body. Benavides been looking really
He
good
better
in
be ready
training.
because he could get surprised early in the match,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
you
Yeah.
know?
If I'm yard, I'm jumping all over him early. Like I'm trying to catch him early. Like,
Right out
you
the
know,
gate.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what you do for if you're an underdog, right? Jump on him early. Yard's a big solid fighter. He's no pushover. So um he's just not well known, but he's not a pushover. So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. But man, yeah, Haney Norman, the Bam Puma Martinez fight is gonna be good.
Hell
Those
yeah.
115-pound motherfuckers are gonna just go at it, bro.
Oh man,
115 pounds, Joe.
they throwing
Joe,
hands. They throwing
115
hands.
pounds. It's funny,
Man.
we had Ramon Cardenas on our show a couple
Yeah.
of months ago, and he's a 115 pounder,
He
and he
knocked down
fought
anyway,
He
dude.
fought Inoue in a way. Yeah, he put him on his ass, and he's a small dude. He's a 5'3" guy,
It's a lot
bro.
of power
Don't get
there,
it
dude.
twisted. Don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get that 5'3" 115 guy twisted. He
Yeah,
will put you on your ass, bro. Real
sure
talk.
will.
So
And he
yeah,
was a
yeah.
very humble
Spurs
guy,
will
dude.
be in the
Very
house.
humble guy. We had him
Oh, he
here in
was
the
awesome.
studio, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's gonna have a fight coming up in Miami in December, actually.
We
So
might have to
I'll put
reach
it on
out to
my.
him again here, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Follow me on Reels Fernandez. If you don't, I'm gonna put it on my Twitter. He has a fight coming up in Miami in December, so we got to uh support him. But yeah, man, we've been blessed on this show, man. We've had Ramon Cardenas, world championship fighter,
Jesse James
Jesse James
Leja.
Leja, legend fighter on this show. So we've been blessed, man, and it'd be great to have Mario or Jesse Bam, but we'll work that.
Yeah.
We'll work that.
Look at this. Greg Castanuela says, you coming in. He was asking you're gonna come in, for the cruise fight. And he says, for
Yeah,
sure, let's do it. He says, you should take the belt. Man, everybody
yeah,
loves that
yeah,
belt, bro. The Spurs
yeah.
belt.
Yeah, 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 for sure. No, I'll bring the belt, bro. The belt is the whole thing, bro. Like I can't believe that I
Uh,
couldn't take it into certain arenas. They
yeah,
they
that's
didn't let me
wild, dude.
take it in due to LA, the crypto center and Phoenix. They
They
did
said
not.
no.
They yeah, no, they were like,
But yet you bring it to San Anto and they're like, yes, bring it
oh
in.
yeah, of course they got to, bro. They let me bring it into Dallas, so Dallas I was okay with. So I'm 1-2 bringing in the belt. So um,
I wonder if they would let you bring it in, like if we went to, because we're gonna have to do it eventually, dude. We're gonna have to go to New Orleans, go catch a game over there,
oh
in New
yeah,
Orleans,
yeah,
Spurs versus
yeah,
Pelicans. I wonder if
yeah.
they let you bring it in there.
I feel like
I feel like they
God
will.
damn. Feel like they will. I think
Yeah.
Someone said that they thought it was like the blue states type situation. Like
Yeah, yeah.
maybe like in the South they'll be cool with it. I don't know. But yeah, man, Phoenix and LA were like no go on the belt. They were like thought it
Hey,
could be like a weapon or whatever.
we have a viewer here that's watching you from Mexico. As you can see, he has
Oh
a
hell yeah.
long tag name right there. But he's saying, "Blessings, Marine. Where do I get that shirt?" He's in Mexico.
Oh bro, Spurs fan shop, bro. Fanatics.
Look it up online. Look it
Fanatics.
up
Look
online. They
at
deliver all over the world,
fanatics.
bro. They
Yeah,
deliver all over
fanatics.
the world.
Fanatics. Yeah.
You'll be able to get
Yeah.
it shipped to you, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's go ahead and give some love, by the way, too. We want to give some love to our sponsor, and that's going to be PF Chang's La Cantera. PF Chang's La Cantera, San Antonio's premier destination for dinner, date night, or happy hour. Enjoy one of their signature dishes, such as the Singapore street noodles, sesame chicken, or Chang's spicy chicken, or their infamous Chang's chicken lettuce wraps, which are delicious, by the way. You can enjoy all this while you're dining in an Asian-inspired atmosphere. And make sure to enjoy the new outdoor patio and try some of PF Chang's signature cocktails and drinks during happy hour, Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. PF Chang's La Cantera is a proud sponsor of the Area 210 podcast. All right, there we go. Go ahead and
Yeah.
make sure that you go ahead and check out PF Chang's La Cantera for all your let's say needs there, in case you want to go ahead and get a lychee martini. If you want to go ahead and get a lemon drop martini, check them out, dude. Go ahead and let Sean Quintero know that the Area 210 sent you. And I'm telling you, man, that if you go over there, you want to try those lettuce wraps. They always make fun because I say, oh, they're delicious, by the way, but they are delicious. Make sure you go out there and you check them out. You know,
Yeah.
let them know that, like I said, the Area 210 sent you. Sean will go ahead and hook you up there.
Yeah. Sean's a good
Ev-
guy.
Yeah, everybody's enjoying your
Man,
chops.
man.
They enjoying the song every time I
Yeah.
put it. They have the chopsticks coming
Yeah.
out. So cool, man.
Yeah. Man, I'm sorry, man. I'm just like coughing up a fucking storm out here, man. It's fucking been.
Damn,
I'm telling.
homie.
So I went to the Georgia Texas game in Athens last weekend, and it was amazing. It was my last like hoorah before the government shutdown.
Yeah,
So I go out to Georgia. You know, it's a college town, man. So I flew into Atlanta. I drive about 2 hours into Athens, which is a little college town. I get there like
yeah,
on Friday night, you know. um, thank you, Jason. But I get to Athens and it's a college town, bro. Like I'm talking
yeah,
like college town. Like there's nothing else but the college. So on a Friday night, I'm trying to just like go
yeah,
to a bar and like relax. Um, bro, I end up going to like a club, like where there's college kids, and I'm in my burnt orange and all that. And it's funny, man, because most of them were cool, but there was a couple of obnoxious kids, and I was like, look, bro, I'm not a college kid, bro. Like you could do the
yeah,
horns down and that's fine, but like don't be getting into my face. So, and then the next day I go to the game. Um, it was amazing, man. The atmosphere, I'll tell you, man, that stadium is crazy, man. They love their Georgia Bulldogs in Athens, and the
yeah,
ladies love their Bulldogs. I was amazed at how many ladies were big, big sports fans out there in Georgia. So that was pretty cool. Had a good time. Texas didn't do, anything, so that kind of pissed me off. But all in all, I had a great time in Athens, Georgia, watching the Texas and Georgia game. But I came back sick, man, and it's been a week. Yeah, it's been a week, and I'm still fucking dealing with this. I was dead before this. Like I was like, couldn't get out of bed before. Now I was just like, now I'm at least up and running, but I was dead. So
yeah. You were, dude. You were left for dead
yeah,
there because you had
yeah,
a.
it was 2 hours. Yeah, Hanover Fist is asking how far it was. It was 2 hours. So
There you
yeah, I
go.
was dead, bro. I was dead.
Hey,
But no, it
man,
was a
but
good time.
thanks for
Good time.
doing the show. With us today. I mean, this is in absence of Mike. Mike, he had done a lot yesterday. He was in Corpus, then he had to drive back to Conroe and celebrate Chica's daughter's birthday because she was in town.
Mm.
So Mike went straight from driving from Corpus all the way to Conroe, got into town, probably changed and went straight out on the town to celebrate. So he was
Yeah.
driving. He's been driving all over the place. He's tired,
Yeah.
dude. So I get it, man. He's on the move. He's got to
Yeah.
make that money.
Yeah.
Making that money. So you want to make more money? Go ahead and make sure you call Mike. And his number is 210-508-0369. If you want to make more money, go ahead and call Mike. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring the show to an end because I got to get ready to get logged back into work. It's gonna be a Friday. It's gonna be a long day, man. Hopefully it goes by quick, dude. I know we've been super busy at work, dude, especially with
Yeah.
everybody coming back
coming
in
back
from the
coming back
furlough,
from the
man.
shutdown. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
All the
Yeah.
talk, dogs, has been, man, I got to get that money. That check better not be
Hey,
short.
hey, Exactly. Exactly. I'm blessed because I got all my back pay and I got all
Yeah,
I'm back to square, bro. I'm back to where I need to be.
yeah,
So Myra is saying, her goodbyes. So she's happy that I'm back to where I gotta be.
yeah, yeah,
I was, yeah. No paycheck for two pay periods, I was just
yeah,
chilling at the beach, having some mimosas, but it's all good. It's
yeah.
all good, man. But yeah, that back pay is all back. So I'm walking around like the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase.
There we go. All right, man. So we're gonna go bring the show to a close. We'll go ahead and see you guys on Monday. I hope everybody has a great weekend out there. Stay safe out there. We're out of here. Peace.
Stay puro.